Blackstone Audio presents The Kamikaze Hunters, Fighting for the Pacific, 1945, by Will Iredale. This book is read by Jonathan Keeble.
Prologue. Morning, Wednesday the 9th of May, 1945. It was going to be another beautiful spring day. Not that many would be awake to see it. The previous evening, widespread celebrations had erupted across Britain with impromptu parties to mark the end of the Second World War in Europe, and many were nursing sore heads. The BBC had interrupted a live concert recital on the radio at 7 p.m. on Monday the 7th of May to announce a two-day public holiday. Within minutes, Union flags were hung from windows and bunting strung across lampposts. In London, crowds gathered in Trafalgar Square, singing and dancing, and bonfires were lit in Piccadilly and Cambridge Circus. On the 8th of May, VE Day, church bells pealed up and down the country, and Prime Minister Winston Churchill dined with King George VI at Buckingham Palace before addressing the nation to announce that hostilities with Germany would officially cease at 1 minute past midnight. With no work the following morning, and Britain enjoying a heatwave, celebrations had continued long into the night. For many, savings squirreled away over the previous 6 years were now being spent. "So that on VE Day I can get really blind drunk, to forget it all for a bit," said one London window cleaner, reflecting the mood of millions across Britain. The Daily Mail's splash was triumphant. "VE Day, it's all over. All quiet till 9 p.m, then the London crowds went mad in the West End." For Dorothy Ward, however, the festivities felt rather hollow. Like thousands of other sweethearts, mothers, wives, and daughters, her war was far from over. It lay on the other side of the world, not in the jungles of Burma, where Allied soldiers who would later dub themselves the Forgotten Army were still battling against the last elements of the Japanese forces, but further still, on a group of ships gathered in the vast Pacific Ocean, which made up the largest fleet the Royal Navy had put together since the days of Nelson, 150 years before. Dorothy's husband, Ken, to whom she'd been married for less than a year, was a Seafire fighter pilot with 894 Squadron on board HMS Indefatigable, a 750-foot, 30,000-ton aircraft carrier. She had some idea why he was out there, of course, to help the Americans take the war to the home islands of Japan and finish the war in the Pacific. But what he couldn't tell her exactly was what he was doing. Perhaps it was just as well. Little did Dorothy realize.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?